So my name is Stefan. I'm a French guy. I left my parents when I was 15 years old. Then to survive, of course, I had to live in a street, and I did some things to survive, basically. Then when I was 21 years old, I went to the military, and I went to many war zones. I stayed in a French Foreign Legion for 15 years altogether. So I went to fight in East Europe. I went to Iraq. I went to a few countries in Africa. And I finished myself as a training as a sniper. And at the end of my career, I was in Afghanistan. So I spent 3 years in Afghanistan fighting for the Taliban, and this is where I lost my legs. So now as you can see, I'm working with 2 prosthetic legs, and I have also my arm damaged. But I never lost hope to walk again. At the beginning, the doctor told me I will end up in a wheelchair, and I refused to listen to them. So instead, taking 9 months to 1 year to walk again, I had a hard training, and 3 months later, I was already standing up and I could walk again. So now I am in Hong Kong since 2006, and I have my family here, my wife, my son. We met when a few months after my accident, and I must say she didn't care about this, and she took it very, very well. So she asked me to stay in Hong Kong to get married with her, and we have a son, 11 years old, and I try to show my son that the life is not always like it seems to be. I try to show him to never lose hope, and most important, never, 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 ever give up. Here in Hong Kong, since the beginning of the political problems, I am involved with the team of street medics. So I help the people who get hurt by the police, but not only. I also help the journalists and the police if they need. And beside this, I go to the Queen Elizabeth Hospital to meet some people who had accident and lost one of their limbs. And I try to show them that even you have an accident, the life continue. There is always another day. And the most important is I had one example from one guy, a young guy from China. He lost one leg, and for him his life was over. And I went to see him. I didn't use the stick to walk. He didn't know I was in this state. And the first thing he told me said, you cannot understand because you can walk, you have your legs. And I told him, are you sure about what you are saying? And I showed him my legs, and I said, you see, I'm 49 years old. I lost my 2 legs, but I'm still standing up. I'm still strong. And I told him, you are 20 years old, and I'm sure you can do better than you think. So now every week, I try to go to the hospital and meet the people who has the same problem and try to raise their spirit. And yes, the life is full of surprise, sometimes good, sometimes bad, but there's always another day. And don't give up, never lose hope. You see, the life is never over. Continue. If you have to do something, you do it in a different way, but there is always a way to be happy. blister,
Yeah.
and the blister just rupture, and unfortunately it happened very often. At the beginning I was very upset because of the people, how they look, you know, and sometimes I don't know if it is specific to Asian people, but in Europe they look at you and after that they pretend they don't look, but here they insist, they look at, even when they walk they look at you like they don't just look, and it was very upsetting at the beginning. And now I found a way, when the people look at me I just smile, and usually the people they look at me and smile. Some days come to see me and ask what happened, and I realize most of the people who ask me, it's because they have someone in their family who has health problem, and they come and say, oh, I will tell my family that I met someone like you. I will tell that this guy, he has no legs but he can walk, he can do pretty much the same thing that normal people. So this is where I live now. I live in Hong Kong, and I really love this place. And what I do, all my activities in Hong Kong, helping the people, being involved with the street medics, and going to the hospital to meet, it's just trying to give back what the peace of mind that this city gave me. Because life is not easy, for sure. Sometimes we even can say, if I would there, I would say life is a bitch sometimes, but if you look the bright side, you always find a way to be happy. And another thing, I don't want to die, and when I'd be on my deathbed thinking, oh, maybe if I've done this differently, I don't want to have any regret in life. So just do what you want to do, just enjoy your life, and do not have any regret. This is very, very, very important. And you know, I'm not Superman. I'm just a normal guy, an average guy. And what I do, what I did, walk again, seeing the life, the bright side of the life, everybody can do it. Everybody can do it. As I said, I'm not Superman, I'm not a superhero. I'm just a normal guy, but the most important is here. It's not the physical strength, it's what you have in your mind. If you believe in yourself, if you never give up, you can achieve your goals all the time. Even if it takes some time, even sometimes you can feel you want to give up, but believe me, at the end of the day, you will be happy to